Hi, boys and girls. This morning I'd like to show you something that I have in my hand. It's a bird's nest. It's a little bird's nest. You can see it's shaped like a bowl. I found it in the branch of one of my trees. I didn't touch it in the summertime or the springtime. I waited until winter when all the birds had gone, and then I went and took it down from the branch so I could show you. Your weekly reader for this week also has a little bird sitting on his little bird's nest. I have another bird's nest for you. This one is a little bit bigger. A bigger bird built a bigger nest. You can see by looking at both of them that they're made out of grass and mud and fuzz and paper that the birds have found. Often birds build their little houses up in the branches of the trees. Sometimes, when a bird is ready to build their nest, they look for a birdhouse. This is a birdhouse. I have lots of them in my backyard. The little hole is just big enough for the bird to go in and out, and they build their nest inside the house. I think those birds are really smart. The little house keeps the rain off the nest, it keeps the wind off the nest, and in the nest will soon be some little eggs. The mother and father will keep their eggs warm until the baby birds hatch out. And when the baby birds hatch out, they will stay in the nest until they get big enough and grow their feathers and learn to fly. This week, your art project is to make a little bird sitting on her nest in a birdhouse. Here she is. I made a blue bird, but you could make your bird any color you want. I use brown for the nest because birds use dried grass and mud to make their nest. When you finish coloring your bird, use your glue stick to put glue on the back, and you can glue your little bird and the nest in the middle of the blue paper. Then you see you also have a birdhouse. When I colored my birdhouse, I decided to make it colorful. You could make a pattern. You could do green, red, green, red, green, red, or you could make it rainbow like mine. When you're done coloring your birdhouse, put glue stick just on one side, and when you glue it down, you can open your birdhouse and see the little bird and the nest inside. Today's story is about a baby bird. It's about a baby bird who's in his nest. It's at night and he's sleeping. And you know, sometimes at night when you're sleeping, you don't always lay still. You roll this way and you roll that way in your sleep. Our baby bird is going to have a problem when he rolls in his sleep. The story's called Baby Bird's First Nest. There's Mama. Aw, there's Baby. And they're sound asleep. Uh-oh. Baby bird is not in his nest. One night, baby bird rolled over in her sleep, tumbled out of her nest, and woke up on the ground with a thump. Baby bird wasn't hurt, but she was very frightened. Darkness loomed all around her. Even the moon looked cold and scary. "Mama, help me," she cried. But Mama Bird, up in the nest, was fast asleep. Beneath Baby Bird's tree lived Little Frog. "What are you croaking about?" he asked. "I fell out of my nest," Baby Bird said, flapping her tiny wings, "but I can't get back." Baby Bird hasn't learned to fly yet. Little Frog climbed out of his pond. "I was going for a moonlight swim. Do you want to come along?" "Oh, I just want to go back to my mama and my nest," sniffled Baby Bird. "Don't worry, your mama will find you in the morning," said Little Frog. "The morning's a long way off," replied Baby Bird. "What shall I do till then?" "Well, why not build your own nest?" asked Little Frog. "Oh, I've never built a nest before," sighed Baby Bird. "Neither have I," said Little Frog, "but I'd be glad to help you." So Baby Bird and Little Frog set to work building a nest. They gathered twigs and pine needles to make the outside. Then they lined the inside with birch bark and deer grass. When the nest was finished, Baby Bird hopped inside and chirped, "It's beautiful and cozy too." With a skip and a jump, Little Frog flipped himself into the nest. "Ma, kinda scratchy for my taste," he croaked. "Of course you'd think that. You're a frog," said Baby Bird, "but it's perfect for me." Then she sighed with relief. My very first nest. Baby Bird snuggled down and soon began to feel sleepy. But Little Frog sat up straight. "I hear paws," he croaked. "Quick, follow me." Little Frog jumped out of the nest and into the pond. Kerplunk! Baby Bird looked up and saw a hungry raccoon. "If I jump in the pond, I'll drown," she thought. So she scrambled out of her nest and fled in the opposite direction. Baby Bird spied a low branch above her head. She crouched down and flapped her tiny wings and hopped up to the branch. Raccoon stood on his hind legs. Baby Bird closed her eyes, trembled with fear, but Raccoon couldn't reach her. Raccoon hunted in the water until he found a fish to eat. When he was gone, Little Frog swam ashore and went looking for Baby Bird. He looked in the nest. It was empty. He looked behind the nest and even under the nest. "Oh my," he croaked, "Raccoon got Baby Bird." "No, he didn't. I'm up here." "How did you get up there?" asked Little Frog. "I hopped up," replied Baby Bird. "Well, if you can hop up there, you can hop back to your nest," said Little Frog. "I can't hop that far," gasped Baby Bird. "Sure you can," said Little Frog, "if you take it one hop at a time. Here, I'll show you." And he hopped up to Baby Bird's perch. "Now follow me," he said, and hopped to a branch above her head. "Can you do that?" Sure, chirped Baby Bird. Good, said Little Frog, and he hopped to the next higher branch. They're hopping up one branch at a time. Little Frog hopped and Baby Bird followed, higher and higher, all the way back to her nest. "Mama, I'm home," she cried. Slowly Mama Bird opened her eyes. "Of course you are, my darling," she said with a yawn. "Ah, but what are you doing out there?" Mama lifted Baby Bird into the nest. "Mama," cried Baby Bird, "I've had the most wonderful adventure." "Yes, yes," Mama Bird yawned again. "You can tell me all about it in the morning." And soon Mama Bird was fast asleep. "Your Mama's nice," said Little Frog. "Do you want to sleep in our nest tonight?" asked Baby Bird. Little Frog thought for a moment. "Nah, too scratchy," he replied. "So what are you going to do now?" asked Baby Bird. "I guess I'll finish that moonlight swim," said Little Frog. "Get ready for the highest dive you've ever seen." He's going to dive from the tree branch down into the pond. "Thanks. I had fun," said Baby Bird. "Me too," said Little Frog. "Will I ever see you again?" asked Baby Bird. "I certainly hope so," croaked the frog. And he dove down into the pond. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls, and I can't wait to see your birdhouses. Bye-bye.